I have a question. Who else believes it's damn time for a change in the way we do business and in the way we treat each other? I'm not only an incurable business romantic, but I'm a deep believer that there must be better ways for business, for society, for all of us. Because at least the pandemic showed us something. We can't maintain the status quo. We can't keep going on what we did. My deep belief is that there is an opportunity, and the opportunity is nothing new. We have to remember who we are as human beings. You know what? During the last 10 years of my journey, it was exciting to learn a lot from the science of the science of evolutionary biology, the science of positive psychology. And what I see, there is a lot of evidence in the science nowadays that, talks about humanity, talks about something like emotions, talks about things which were probably not really tangible in the past, have probably a kind of a new renaissance. There is a lot of proof that the inner state has an impact on our outer perception. And there is a proof that more or less we are made for each other. Human beings, Homo sapiens, are so-called emotional beings, are so-called social creatures. And saying that, I think about this lecture I received when we were talking about mirror neurons. We have neurons in our brain only in order to understand and to feel what somebody else is feeling. And isn't this amazing? Why is this? Is this a luxury of nature? Or is this does this have a purpose? I believe it has a purpose. The purpose is that we have to take care for each other. In my belief, there is a big opportunity for business, for society, for the individual. And I call this opportunity humanity. Let us remember who we truly are. And I would like to talk a little bit about a crazy mission, which I call the Decade of Humanity. And the Decade of Humanity is nothing romantic. The Decade of Humanity is something about better understanding who we are. Why do we think the way we think? Why do we feel the way we feel? And most importantly, why do people behave the way they behave? Everything I learned so far is, we are, like I said, emotional creatures. And these programs which guide us through our life, this so-called emotional autopilot, only has more or less two options. Either we are in fear, negative emotion, survival program, or we are in confidence, or you could call it love. And this is probably the first idea I would like to share. And the second idea is the idea of biology, this idea that everybody is unique. Within your uniqueness lies everything. And you know what? It's so funny when we talked about emotional states. Do you know when you have the highest peak of creativity? Ask yourself, when did you experience the highest peak of creativity? It's the moment when you are really in love. Let me call it the honeymoon moment. In the honeymoon moment, you are not in a program. You are, so to say, out of your mind. Everything is possible. And therefore, I am brave enough to say that there is a little, let me call it rule, or a little principle for the Decade of Humanity. The principle is follow your joy. Because where the joy is, there is the truth. And this is so individual as you are. And you know what? Behind the truth, there lies the success. Because success, whatever you understand with the word success, is always a consequence. So once again, I would like to say welcome. Let's start an individual revolution. Let's say yes to the one you see in the mirror. Good luck.